Hi, my name is Sahar Farzanfar and I'm from Iran, from the city of Tehran, the capital. And actually the funny thing is I kind of knew how to make all the dishes before I moved to Australia, but I actually put it into action after I moved because I had no mum to make it for me. That's why I learned how to cook it so I can have it whenever I want to. But Iranian friends that they were asking me about Persian food, so I started making the food for them, like cooking for my non-Iranian friends to introduce the food. So one of the things I'm going to make today is a really traditional kebab that is made in the northern part of the country. I really love it so much that I put the effort to actually learn how to make it. And this is called kabob torsh, which translates the kind of the sour kebab, marinated in a sauce which is made of yogurt, pomegranate, a little bit of walnuts, tiny bit of tomato in it, just to give it a bit of a kick. The main thing that makes the kebab is the pomegranate paste that you use. Let it stay in this marinade for as long as possible. Even a day or two will be even perfect. But usually if you want to leave it for that long, for 2 days I'd say, usually we put a little bit less of the yogurt in the marinade because yogurt makes the lamb really too tender. The next dish will be tah-chin, a national, very popular rice dish. It's kind of an upside down rice cake. So you make it and then you have to actually turn it upside down, and that's where the truth comes. And rice, obviously, and the filling chicken and eggplants in it, and usually a little bit of the onion that you cook the chicken with. Certain types of berries, which I don't really know what will translate in English. It's like a really tiny berry which is really sour, and we use that as a kind of a dressing on the top of the finished thing. The way it gets its consistency is that we actually add yogurt, eggs, and a lot of oil. I mean, not a lot of oil, but it's quite oily, that this mixture that we actually mix the rice in it. Saffron, lots of saffron, and to get the saffron right, the trick that we do, we definitely grind it really fine and dissolve it in boiling water. That's how the saffron releases its aroma. So yeah, you mix everything in this mixture with the rice, and you do add the fillings, and then yeah, you just let it cook. Put it on the gas top, or just put it in the oven. The one thing about Persian food that I actually always think about it is the fact that when you're trying to introduce a Persian dish to someone, what you don't normally do with any dish is that you just tell them what the ingredients are. But the thing with Persian food is that, for example, I say, okay, this stew has celery in it. And what a Western person envisages as a celery-based stew is completely different from what you put in front of them. And they're like, oh, is this the celery you were talking about? Our parties, they're usually not as big, but yeah, usually Persian parties are massive and there's so much food, and that's not possible to make Persian food like French, just one portion for one person. That's impossible. This should be, if there's 20 guests, there's probably food for 50 people. And that's just the case. There's always leftovers, and you usually are happy because you get the leftover of the nice party food the day after if you have a party at your place. With cooking is that if you like what you're cooking, you'll cook it well. Like, there's no doubt. If you are passionate about it, you will. I think that's what gives me the relative confidence that I have, is the fact that I love the outcome and I can't wait to eat it.